On this note, let me seize this opportunity to respond to a story emanating from a section of the media that the Commission has decided to jettison the uploading of polling unit level results in real time on election day. It should please be disregarded as fake news. The Commission will upload polling unit level results, and citizens will have access to those results in real time as we upload to the polling units. This innovation was introduced by the Commission. The Commission cannot turn around and undermine itself. So this technology has come to stay. We'll upload polling unit level results from the polling unit. Citizens will have the right to view these results. After all, who are we serving? The citizens. How can we deprive citizens from access to the results of the process conducted by them at the level of polling units? So I welcome you to the Commission. I want to assure you and reassure you that the 2023 general election is going to be our best ever elections. We are committed, and that the votes cast by Nigerians will determine the outcome of elections. Nothing more, nothing.
The national or the chairman of Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, has shown that INEC was a scam, or is a scam. Look at what he promised Nigerians. The video you saw was not the only one where he repeatedly insisted that the 2023 general election will be based on electronic transfer of results from your polling unit. From the polling unit. That was what he promised. But he delivered the opposite. What we witnessed in this 2023 general election was no different from manual accreditation and voting. The beavers was bypassed. Electronic transfer of results from various polling units was not done. Nigeria has never experienced this kind of scam. And they have gone ahead, and he has gone ahead to declare Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the All Progressive Congress presidential candidate, the winner and the president-elect of the country. This country, you know, when they say that Nigeria is a scam, it is now official in Nigeria that scamming is the only way to succeed in a country like Nigeria. It's only in a country like Nigeria that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will rise and become president-elect. But we could have seen it coming, because President Muhammadu Buhari used to claim that he's an anti-corruption fighter. And now he will be the one that will hand over to Aswad Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That is if the other contestants didn't go to court to stop him from either being sworn in or being removed from power by the courts. But whatever may be the case, Nigerians ought to have known that Mahmood Yakubu could not have given free, fair, and transparent election to this country. not the least of which is the allegation of corruption that was hanging on his neck as an albatross. Because it is important that Nigerians understand this, that there were allegations of corruption against Professor Mahmood Yakubu, which the government ignored. And obviously, when you see that a top government official holding sensitive position, an allegation of corruption is hanging on his neck, and government stands akimbo as if he doesn't know, it is actually a ploy to use that as a check on him. Because if really President Muhammadu Buhari is the champion of anti-corruption in Africa that he claims to be, when these allegations of corruption against Mahmood Yakubu came up, he ought to have told him to step aside, but he didn't. Okay? Now, what was the issue? Now, Mahmood Yakubu was accused of corruption and was demanded to show his asset declaration, because as custodian of the electoral process in Nigeria, the chairman of INEC have had questions being raised over why his assets has not been made public. Ordinarily, the assets of Mahmood Yakubu ought to have been made public. Somebody who occupies such a sensitive position. But so a lawsuit was filed against him that to compel him, so that the court will compel him to declare his assets. And it was filed at the Federal High Court in Abuja. That was in 2021. Now, according to the filing that was made available to the media at the time, in the suit marked FHC ABJ CS 33 2021, filed by the plaintiff Emmanuel Agonsi, who was praying to the court to order the INEC chairman to declare his assets. The plaintiff was praying the court to issue an order to the Code of Conduct Bureau, which was also added in the application to compel Yakubu to a declaration of his assets. As contained in the suit, the plaintiff was seeking an order of mandamus directing and compelling the first respondent, Code of Conduct Bureau, either by its staff, officers, privies, servants, or otherwise, howsoever described, to issue, compile, and or make available to the applicant or his privies or counsels informations and details of the asset declaration form of Professor Yakubu. Similarly, the asset declaration form of Yakubu's unmarried adult children, because this person was also alleging that for transparency's sake, even the unmarried adult children, they want to see their letters of their declaration too. And also, as well as acceptance of payment of the appropriate fees from the applicant forthwith. So this applicant wanted to know about the asset declaration, including that of what Yakubu declared for his unmarried children. Counsel to the plaintiff, Solomon Okon Akpe Esquire, further prayed to the courts to also grant another order of mandamus directing the Code of Conduct Bureau, either by itself, officer, staff, or nominee, to forthwith produce for the examination of the Honorable Court satisfied copies of the assets declaration form of Professor Yakubu and his unmarried adult children submitted to the first respondent for the period of 2007 to 2012 and 2015 to 2020, and any other ones declared thereafter. The plaintiff in the suit also sought the following relief: a declaration that the first respondent has a statutory and public duty to furnish the applicant information and details concerning the second respondent as contained in the applicant's letter of request dated 17th December 2020. A declaration that the refusal or failure of the first respondent to respond or comply with the applicant's request as contained in his letter dated 17th December 2020 constitutes a refusal and failure of the first respondent's statutory and or public duty to the applicant and is therefore unlawful, illegal, abuse of power, abuse of discretion, and ultra virus. Now, the reason why this case was filed was that the person who filed this was suspicious of transparency in INEC and the INEC chairman. Now, this case dragged for so long. Eventually, in January 4, 2023, that was this year, the Gariki division of the FCT High Court now gave an order stopping security agencies from arresting the chairman of INEC, Yakubu Mahmood, over false asset declaration allegations. Justice Mariam Hassan threw out allegations leveled against Mr. Mahmood, saying they are fabricated. The injunction also prevents the State Security Service, the Nigerian Police, the Code of Conduct Bureau from investigating Yakubu over his asset declaration. Now you can see what is going on. The court said that the allegation against Yakubu was fabricated. Then why did the court also went ahead to say that nobody, the police, the Code of Conduct Bureau, nobody should investigate him? What does that mean? He said nobody should investigate him. So you can see the how the matter went. Instead of trying to find out, okay, if you say that the allegation was fabricated, which is what the court said, then why do you have to stop security agencies from investigating him? Of course, that matter, that was how it ended. Remember, some few months to this election, there were pressure that he should be sacked over these same allegations. Remember that a few months ago, both himself and the governor of Central Bank was in the eye of the storm over allegations that some people want to see them kicked out. But that of Yakubu, in a decent society, where and in a country where the president claimed to fight corruption, Mahmood Yakubu ought to have been excused since 2021 to go and sort out his legal problems. Now that issue has now created a kind of perception, because when somebody who is holding a sensitive position like that is being accused of corruption, the government of the day can use it to blackmail that person and literally force the person to do what they want. So that is the what many people don't know about this INEC chairman, that there was serious allegations of corruption. Nobody is saying that he is guilty. But when you raise that kind of allegation for somebody who holds a sensitive position, like that of electoral body that supervise who becomes the next set of leaders in the country, that was enough red flag to have stopped Yakubu and keep him aside so that some other person would have conducted the 2023 general election. But he was allowed to stay put. And obviously, he has delivered the incumbent government to return their party back to power. And now, it is now left for those who were robbed, the presidential candidates that were robbed, and all others that were robbed because of the shambolic election that he conducted, to go to the courts to seek redress. The same courts in which somebody who came forth in a governorship election eventually emerged governor of a state. The same judiciary in which those who didn't contest for primaries became senatorial candidates. The same court in which somebody can contest nomination for president of his country and still go back and contest, and in some cases without even contesting for the nomination as the senatorial candidate of his party, and the courts say it is in order. That is the same court that is expected to give redress to those that have been robbed in 2023 general election. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like this video, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. God bless you and yours.